Super Mario Sunshine. Is this an underdog game, or is this just a good game on an underdog system? It's kind of hard to tell with this game. I mean, as far as reviews went, this game did, amazingly well. Basically 90%, 9 out of 10s all the way around. IGN gave this game a 9.5 out of 10. Basically, outstanding was the word they used to sum it up. Really good controls, fun, good graphics for the time. But the game is seems to be avoided or forgotten. I don't know if it's just me, or if it's just the fact it was on the GameCube, which was the least popular, system of that era. But there's a few other things about the game. Yes, some of the characters are sort of childish, and yes, it has the word sunshine in the title. And right there, the fact it's called Super Mario Sunshine, I think maybe a lot of people avoided this game at the time just for that reason alone. Put aside the fact that there are some childish characters in this game, and put aside the fact that there's the word sunshine in the title, this is an awesome game. Really good controls, like I said, really fun worlds, lots to explore. I mean, it really is a great Mario game. This game came out in 2002, obviously published and produced by Nintendo, Shigeru Miyamoto under the hood. I mean, it's got to be good, and it is good. Let's check it out, shall we?
Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
Okay, so this is the main kind of level of the game. It's kind of like the castle in Super Mario 64. This branches off to your different levels, and within this area alone, there's a ton of exploration you can do. There's a ton of like secret areas and secrets that you can find to get extra money. It's really cool. I love exploring in this game. It's just fun. That's really you wanna find every little hidden corner. You just want to go around and explore everywhere. And that's the way Mario 64 was. The small little worlds, but they're all very well done, and it really makes you just want to go and explore them. And definitely a big part of this game. Very similar to Mario 64 in a lot of ways, except for the fact that you have this water spraying device on you, which you use against the bad guys, but you also use it to help yourself. As you can see here, you can use it as like a levitation device. You can float around with it, and it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Here's one of the levels, one of the little worlds. It's just like Super Mario 64. Each little level is its own little world, and it has multiple stars or multiple kind of missions that you can do within each little world. And most of them you kind of have to either get to the top of something or defeat a boss or whatever. It's once again it's very similar to Mario 64, other than the addition of your water pack, which does make for some different parts in the game. Like I said, you can use it against the bad guys. You can use it against what's basically sludge or grime, pollution in the game that you're supposed to clean up, and it's also the bad guys that you can use the water gun against. I like this part here. It reminds me of Super Mario World when you punch on the little gates and flip over. And you know, very good controls in this game. That's the thing I have to really emphasize on. Is this is a 3D platforming game, and you know, like Mario 64, it has amazing controls, really good use of the GameCube's analog stick. And you know, the 3D cameras for the most part are pretty good. You know, they're not perfect, just like Mario 64. They're pretty good, but you know, they're not perfect. Sometimes they'll kind of blind you, and you'll have to move it around. But you use the C stick, of course. You can use the C stick to move the camera around at any time. You can zoom in and out, or spin the camera around 360. And then you can also press L to put the camera behind you. Here's one of the bosses, and you know, all the bosses are different in this game. They've all got a different pattern or a different objective. Here you're fighting like a giant squid, and you can rip off his tentacles. That is, if you can grab them. You know, I've only had this game for a few days, as you guys know. I just picked this game up literally just 2 days ago. And so obviously I'm not super far in it, but you know, what I've played so far, I've just been having so much fun playing this game. And it's, you know, it's because the controls are good and the worlds are unique, and you know, you really want to just explore them as much as you can. You know, it's just a fun game. And you know, that's what a 3D Mario game should be. Very reminiscent of the first boss in Mario 64 right here, is where you spiral up like a mountain in Mario 64 to get to the boss up on the top of the hill. Well, same thing here, as we're working our way up to the top of the windmill to get to the boss. So, you know, once again, there's a lot of similarities to Mario 64, but a lot of people didn't really like the, you know, the whole jetpack thing. You know, the idea of having the water tool. But I don't know, I like it. I think it's fun when you jetpack around with it, and you know, and you can spray things with it. Sometimes there's secrets when you spray things with it, so I don't know, it adds to the game. Once again, here's another boss. Similar idea, the boss is kind of the center of the room and the camera spins around it. And here you just gotta put the water in the plant's mouth. And then do your classic bomb dive, butt stomp. You should jump and press L in the air, and you'll do your butt stomp. Once again, just a view of some of the worlds. You know, this is a beach level here, but you know, it's a great looking game. It really is a good looking game, and it really makes you want to explore all these areas as much as you can. You know, figure out where you can go. And it actually turns out this game is not as much of an underdog as I thought. I thought the game didn't really sell so well, despite its, you know, critical success with reviews and such. But it turns out this game sold about 5.5 million copies. It's actually the 10th highest selling video game of 2002. So it certainly didn't do that bad for sales. Considering it's on the GameCube, once again, which was the least popular system of that generation, definitely sold very well. You know, the game has such a variety of levels. Some of the levels you're like in a pinball machine, and you're just like a ball bouncing around, and, you know. Another level you might be just underwater, swimming down, exploring things underwater, and some of the levels are like this. Once again, very reminiscent of Super Mario 64. It's almost like it's a 2D platform level, you know, but you got a behind view, or of course you can swing the camera around once again. But as you can see, this level here plays you know, very much just like a 2D Mario level. And they're fun. They're, you know, taking advantage of the controls, you know, the analog stick, you know, and your precision movement there. So that's another type of level in the game. And once again, they're fun too. So I mean, it's a great game. If you've never played it and you have a GameCube, which is unlikely, you should check it out. It's a great game. And I'm dead. So see you guys later.